So this is one used for bladder washing, but it's huge. You see how big it is? Okay, I'm going to push these around. So this is a huge one. This is a 32 French. So the bigger on these, the bigger the catheter, the bigger. Your normal ones that we use are about 16 to 18. Those are typically the ones that come in the packets. So those are the ones we use. For the whole first, probably, I would say 5 to 6 years. Foley catheters was my least proficient skill. Mostly because I worked in ICU, so they typically already had them when they came in. They either came from surgery, they came from ICU, they came from the ER, they already had them in. It was kind of a joke. Christy can't put in a Foley catheter unless it's a male. Male, one hole, that was no problem. Females, not so much. Okay, so this is a small one. So this is a 10 French. It's super small. This is one I'd probably put in a little kiddo. Okay, our normals are 18, which we're going to see. This is a curved tip. This is called a Coude catheter. Okay, Coude catheters none of them will ever be in a kit. You'll have to get your own. So these are for men who have enlarged prostates. Now, when you have your prostate and you continue to hit your catheter, it's gonna be uncomfortable for him, and you're just gonna keep hitting it with a catheter. It's never going to go through it, okay? Unless you put a curved tip, unless you put a Coude. That puts a curved tip on it, which makes it go over or under the prostate. So any patient that you have that has an enlarged prostate that you know about, you need to go ahead and just start with a Coude, okay? Instead of doing it multiple times, literally, almost probably. If any of my patients are over 70, I typically just go ahead and start with a Coude. That's when they have prostate problems. Okay, so if you're normal, if you're 18 French, won't go in, you can't get it in, your patient states they have prostate problems, that is when you will go for a Coude. This is a nursing judgment. Okay, a physician is not going to write to put in an 18 French Coude. You want the smallest that you can get, so that's why we want to keep it at like your 16 to 18 French, and you will just put this in yourself.
You
good? Got everything. Thank you. I forgot to look at everybody. Put you on pause. Cruising.
Can't do that.
I got fussed at yesterday for letting y'all have your jackets in.
I thought they could have them. I'm sorry.
All right, y'all look at it. Oh, I didn't look at noses. Tattoos. Y'all rock. Okay. All right, so at the end I will show you most people, you will have several patients who will go home with a Foley catheter. Although we try to get them out, they have something going on that they're going to go home with. All right, your patients will go home with a leg bag. So you're not going to go home with your big Foley catheter and put it on your jeans and you go on. That's not going to work out. So you will take this, still remains inside the patient. So you unhook it, and I'll show you how to do that. You'll unhook it, and then that is where you apply your leg bag. And it shows you where to do it. This is up, this is down. So you would just hook it to the end of the catheter, and then that makes it easy. And you send them also, we always want to send them home with a urinal or something that'll help them come out. But a lot of times they'll just put it over the toilet and do it. But send them home with a urinal. All right, your top and your bottom, this is pretty self-explanatory. So you hook that on the top, and you also always want to show your patient. These are all a little bit different in how they are used, different manufacturers. In all honesty, every time before I show a patient how to do it, if I literally haven't used that exact one before, I will open one up and make sure that it all works, you got all the pieces, so that there's nothing wrong with that. No one will ever fault you for wasting if you open something up to see how it works. if you don't know. Typically on the bottom of these, this one, some of them come out, some of them, this one just turns, and it does. Some of them still have that little clip thing. They're all different. But play with it before you're showing your patient how to do it. Okay? Yes?
Do you give them extra leg bags to go home with?
Not usually. Sometimes they'll ask for one, if somebody asks for one, but they typically don't need them. Typically, you're only going to have your leg bag for maybe 3 days until you go see your urologist. Then your urologist will decide. They will either give them a new leg bag or change the catheters, something like that. So unless ordered. If they ordered for you too, yeah, go ahead. But it's not usually indicated. Okay? Now, for your Foley catheters, each Foley catheter, and I brought 3 different kinds for you to look in. I'm actually going to use one a little bit different than what you all have in your tray, although I have one. This is just because every Foley catheter is different, okay? They all have the exact same things you need. Some of them have cool, awesome stuff. Okay, so this is the ones you all have. You all have their coursing. So I debated, and we'll go over this. We'll open this and just go over it. But this is actually the one that I'm going to use, because a lot of the times this is the one that you're going to be checking off with, because these are the ones that we have. These are typically more, if you work at a hospital that actually makes money, you will use more one like this. Realistically, it depends on what it is. A lot of them will go cheaper route. The Corsi Foley catheter bags, and when I say Corsi, it's just, that's the manufacturer. Okay. So like these, like still have betadine, although betadine is not used a whole lot with catheters anymore. We use different sort of cleanser. So this is what I'm showing you. So there's going to be more things in here than what you're going to have in yours. Both of them are appropriate. You'll be practicing with yours. I will keep them opened up so you can look and see. Okay? All right. Let's get going. I'll go ahead and I'll